It was supposed to be a glamorous rollout, a refined toast to Meghan Markle's new chapter in the lifestyle and wine business. But instead of raising glasses, the public and more notably Dame Helen Mirren raised eyebrows. In a stunning, unscripted moment on the Graham Norton show, the acclaimed actress did more than sip Meghan's new wine. She tore it apart with cutting wit and British elegance that left the audience howling and Meghan, reportedly, seething. According to those close to the production, what started as playful banter quickly turned into an unsparing critique of the Duchess's latest attempt to curate class and taste, and it didn't end well for her. Dame Helen, never one to mince words, took a generous pour of Meghan's much-hyped as ever wine and after one dramatic sip looked straight at Graham Norton and quipped, "I've had cough syrup with more depth." The audience roared. What followed was an eloquent dissection of how celebrity branding doesn't always translate into quality. Mirren, known for her commanding presence and decades of award-winning performances, made it clear that no amount of royal dust could cover what she described as a flavorless, uninspired, PR-driven plunk. The reaction wasn't just laughter. It was vindication. For months, critics have questioned the authenticity behind Meghan's lifestyle ventures, from faux farm aesthetic photo shoots to suspiciously curated behind-the-scenes moments. But this live takedown by an actress of Mirren's caliber hit differently. There was no script, no Netflix crew to edit around awkward pauses, no palace gate to shield her. It was raw and it was real. And Meghan's response? Deafening silence. According to sources close to her camp, she was blindsided and livid, expecting the show to be a soft promotional stop, not a comedy roast. Insiders claimed her team had already drafted polite thank you posts to circulate on social media, but those never saw the light of day. Instead, her PR machine has gone into damage control mode, trying to shift the narrative back to empowerment and female entrepreneurship, but it's not working. The public isn't buying it literally or figuratively. Sales of As Ever wine reportedly plummeted after the episode aired, with social media mocking everything from the bottle design to the taste notes, which had described the wine as bold, thoughtful, and unapologetically refined. As one viral comment on X, formerly Twitter, put it, "The only bold thing here is the price tag." This fiasco adds to a long list of public image flops that have haunted Meghan in recent years. From her Spotify deal collapse to the lukewarm reception of the Archetypes podcast and now to this humiliating wine debacle, her attempts to pivot into influential entrepreneurship have been met with increasing skepticism. Where once there was curiosity and admiration, there's now fatigue and growing ridicule. Meanwhile, Helen Mirren's roast continues to make headlines, with media outlets praising her honesty in an industry oversaturated with fawning deference to celebrity brands. Finally, someone said what we've all been thinking, wrote one entertainment columnist. Meghan's empire is built on gloss, not substance. And gloss wears off fast. More than just a funny moment, Mirren's takedown may have inadvertently sparked a broader conversation about authenticity in celebrity-driven products. Why are we so quick to buy into anything attached to a famous name, even when it lacks the craftsmanship, the experience, or the heart? Meghan's wine, it seems, is just the latest example of a trend that's wearing thin. This isn't about attacking a woman trying to reinvent herself. It's about holding public figures accountable when they treat consumers like gullible fans instead of informed buyers. And when someone of Helen Mirren's stature calls it out publicly, it lands with precision. She wasn't being cruel, she was being honest. Something increasingly rare in the era of brand partnerships and influencer spin. To add salt to the wound, Graham Norton, never one to let a comedic moment pass, chimed in during the segment with a sly remark. Well, at least it pairs well with disappointment. It brought the house down. And it cemented the moment as one of the most talked about in British TV that week. So where does Meghan go from here? Rumors swirl that she's reevaluating her branding strategy. Some say she's considering a rebrand of the wine itself. Others whisper she may abandon the project altogether. But if she's hoping this blows over quietly, she may be misreading the room yet again. Because if Dame Helen Mirren's words are anything to go by, Meghan's As Ever may not be remembered for its taste, but for the unforgettable moment it was publicly uncorked, criticized, and laughed straight off the shelf. And that moment, now etched in viral history, has become symbolic of Meghan Markle's broader struggle to control her narrative. For every calculated brand rollout and polished Instagram post, there seems to be an equally swift unraveling in the public eye. Helen Mirren's candid jab didn't just target a mediocre bottle of wine, it pierced the larger illusion of authenticity Meghan has worked tirelessly to cultivate. Since leaving royal duties, Meghan has attempted to reinvent herself as a lifestyle mogul, wellness guru, and cultural tastemaker. But time and again, critics argue that her ventures lack the authenticity and depth that the most successful brands are built upon. As ever, was marketed as a blend of elegance and empowerment yet turned out to be little more than fermented PR. Meanwhile, public trust continues to dwindle. Consumers today are savvier, and when they detect a mismatch between message and reality, the backlash is swift. This wasn't just a failed product, it was a moment of reckoning. One that even Meghan's most loyal followers can't meme into success. And if Meghan was hoping to quietly ride the wave of celebrity influence into the world of fine wine, Helen Mirren's roast proved one thing: not every bottle deserves a toast, especially when the aftertaste is pure ego.